today we see some evidence now that Blake Lively may have a history. A 2009 Glamour UK interview by Blake Lively. She was on the cover at the time. And in her interview, she admitted to trying to poison the cast of Gossip Girl, which is where she made her name, against her co-star, Penn Badgley, who played her love interest.
Actor-director Justin Baldoni just made a move that's shaking Hollywood to its core. He flat out refused to settle a high-stakes lawsuit against Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. In an industry where quiet agreements and hush money deals are the norm, Baldoni's hardline stance is drawing both admiration and alarm. Could this daring strategy dismantle one of Tinseltown's most cherished power couples? It's not often that someone challenges Blake and Ryan publicly. They're beloved, wealthy, and well-connected, seemingly untouchable. Yet Baldoni, once a rising star on the verge of mainstream success, claims he has been wronged so deeply that no private apology or financial payout will make him drop the fight.
Are you going to sue Blake Lively too?
Into oblivion, Megan.
He insists on a public trial, determined to show the world why Blake and Ryan should be held accountable. If the rumors are true, the damage to their reputations might be far worse than anyone initially imagined. For a while, the whispers of tension between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni felt like standard Hollywood gossip, possible creative differences, maybe a little professional jealousy here and there.
They released the cut of the movie. He didn't even get to see it. He was the director of the film, the producer of the film, the guy who got the rights to the film, the one who's supposed to be in control. He didn't even get to see it. He was in the basement at his own movie premiere. And then she had the nerve, because she had 2 minutes of bad publicity when the film hit, to come out and try to blame it all on him.
That all changed when Justin revealed that Blake had allegedly spread rumors, labeling him a harasser, prompting the powerful talent agency WME to drop him abruptly. The accusations alone were enough to make major producers back away. No one wanted to touch a project shrouded in potential scandal. Justin, for his part, insists that these claims are fabrications orchestrated by Blake and her PR team to push him out of a film he helped develop. He suggests that once Blake caught wind of his creative vision conflicting with her own, she went to extreme lengths to protect her top billing status and public image.
She is accused of having turned the whole cast of It Ends With Us against Justin. By the time they premiered the movie, Ryan Reynolds had unfollowed him on Insta, so had Blake, so had the rest of the cast.
Whether it was a miscommunication that went off the rails or a deliberate takedown, the rumor spread rapidly in Hollywood, nearly torching Justin's opportunities overnight. Refusing to be exiled quietly, Justin hit back with a defamation lawsuit, naming both Blake and Ryan. The staggering sum of $400 million underscores just how severe the fallout has been for Baldoni's career. He argues that these accusations have jeopardized his livelihood, making him persona non grata in a town where even unproven rumors can be lethal. But the lawsuit does more than just accuse Blake and Ryan of spreading lies. It details alleged intimidation tactics and manipulative PR schemes that paint them as power players, willing to go to any length for control. In a surprising twist, a billionaire friend, widely believed to be Steve Sarowitz, stepped in to bankroll Baldoni's legal battle, upending the assumption that Blake and Ryan could simply outspend or outlast him. Armed with seemingly unlimited resources and a thirst for vindication, Justin appears ready to weather the storm in open court. In Hollywood, success often hinges on the ability to hire top-tier lawyers and spin doctors. One reason many believed Blake and Ryan had an insurmountable advantage. With multiple endorsement deals, entrepreneurial ventures, and blockbuster film revenue, they're not short on funds or influence. This power couple has carefully cultivated an image. Blake as the charming entrepreneur beloved by fans and lifestyle brands. Ryan as the witty comedic star who effortlessly breaks the fourth wall. Yet the game changed when news broke that Baldoni wasn't standing alone. Now that he's backed by a billionaire's resources, the balance of power suddenly seems much more even. The question on everyone's lips is this: will the rest of Hollywood rally behind one of its most popular couples? Or will executives quietly shift their support to protect themselves? Reputations that took years to build can unravel under the weight of one damaging story. Blake Lively meticulously shaped her personal brand: stylish red carpet appearances, a large social media following, and a foray into beauty and lifestyle products. But the swirling controversy is causing consumers to question her authenticity. Some have begun boycotting her hair care line, and there are reports of major retailers pulling her products off the shelves as sales dip in the wake of negative press. Even Betty Buzz, her sparkling mixer brand, isn't immune to the backlash. Ryan Reynolds, for his part, is now facing whispered concerns from Disney, which reportedly isn't thrilled by any jokes at Baldoni's expense finding their way into the new Deadpool script. Because Disney must uphold a broader, family-friendly image, even while juggling an R-rated franchise. Any real-world scandal that bleeds into their cinematic universe poses a serious risk. If Ryan can't keep his humor respectful, the studio may consider alternatives. An unthinkable notion to many fans, yet a stark reality in a business where billions of dollars are on the line. While the courtroom battle looms, the fight has already spilled into the court of public opinion. Tabloids feast on every potential leak, from rumored text messages to secret deals, portraying one side as the clear villain, then flipping the narrative days later. Some say Baldoni is overreacting, seeking relevance by provoking a high-profile conflict. Others insist that he's the victim of a classic smear campaign orchestrated by two megastars wielding enormous influence. Ryan allegedly fanned the flames by slipping veiled jabs at Justin into scenes for Deadpool, blurring the line between comedic irreverence and personal attacks. Fans who once adored Ryan's sense of humor are reconsidering whether it's gone too far. As each side digs in deeper, any opportunity for a backroom settlement evaporates, replaced by the promise of a bitter public showdown. The sheer scale of the lawsuit, $400 million, stuns even jaded Hollywood observers. If Justin prevails, Blake and Ryan could face a crushing financial hit that would undo much of their accumulated wealth. More than that, losing a defamation suit in a high-profile trial would be a PR nightmare. Brands that partnered with them might flee, and studios could find them too radioactive to cast or endorse. Baldoni, meanwhile, risks being labeled a troublemaker if his evidence fails to convince a judge or jury. Still, he appears to see transparency as his best defense. Rather than quietly settling, he's determined to present his side publicly, gambling that the truth will clear his name and maybe even catapult him to a new level of credibility. Nothing in show business happens in a vacuum, and a scandal involving Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds inevitably draws in other players. Their endorsements, from major fashion brands to tech giants, rely on consumer goodwill that can vanish overnight if the public concludes they acted maliciously. Advertisers are famously quick to cut ties to avoid tarnishing their own images. Meanwhile, Baldoni's lawsuit could become a stepping stone if he emerges victorious. If Hollywood sees him as someone who dared to stand up for himself against overwhelming odds, the industry might embrace him in a grand redemption narrative. If he loses, though, the conventional wisdom is that studios won't want to gamble on someone known for launching costly legal battles. As of now, March 2026 is being cited as the likely time for this legal blowout to reach an official courtroom. No one is anticipating a pleasant resolution. Baldoni has repeatedly confirmed he won't be accepting any form of settlement, and Blake and Ryan have shown zero inclination to issue an apology or retract their earlier accusations. Each passing week brings fresh rumors, leaked memos, and insider accounts that keep the story sizzling. Some wonder whether Disney will force Ryan's hand, compelling him to dial back both his comedic jabs and his public profile to preserve the Deadpool franchise. Others speculate that Blake's brand endorsements could collapse under mounting pressure, potentially forcing her to cut a deal if the financial hits become too devastating. Yet, with each new twist, all signs point to an unrelenting battle that will only escalate once it lands in court. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds once seemed the very definition of untouchable. Now, they're in what may be the fight of their lives against a determined Justin Baldoni, who refuses to accept hush money and demands a public airing of grievances. A few months ago, suggesting that this beloved couple might face ruin would have sounded laughable. Today, it's an unnerving possibility. This saga reminds us how quickly a celebrity's golden image can disintegrate. A single lawsuit, especially one this large and public, can dismantle careers that took decades to build. Will Blake and Ryan double down on their defense and risk losing everything? Or will they relent at the 11th hour in hopes of salvaging their reputations? With the stakes so high, all eyes are glued to see whether Baldoni's iron resolve will deliver a knockout blow to two of Hollywood's most adored figures, or if the truth is more nuanced than any of us realize. For now, it's a tense waiting game, and with every passing day, the possibility of a peaceful solution drifts further away. For more of the latest news, check out this next video.